It's Dan. Welcome back to game week number 3 of the brand new Premier League season. As you can tell, to my right hand side is my girlfriend.
Hello.
She's been on FA Cup predictions, but I persuaded her this time to come on.
Yeah, he persuaded
Premier
me. So...
League predictions. Let's get straight into it. Like and subscribe, boys.
Like and subscribe.
To take your seat.
So yeah, that is this week's guest. Usually there'll be a speech, but there's not because it's here.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, here's this. Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan10 at checkout. Peace. And our first game of game week number 3 is Arsenal versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, Brighton played against Manchester United on the weekend on Saturday, and sadly and unfortunately won against Manchester United. Don't laugh, please. And
sorry.
With a 90+5
Yeah.
meant winner from the former Watford man, João Pedro, and Arsenal played against Aston Villa and they won, I think. Yes, they won. And I'm saying in this game it would be a close game. I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. And what are you saying in this game?
It's that one,
yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
2-0.
So you're saying 2 to Arsenal. And our next game is Brentford versus newly Southampton. Now, Brentford, as we know, are having a rough time of things so far under Thomas Frank. They've lost both their 2 opening games. They lost against Liverpool, and they also they beat Everton. So they lost to Palace. So they lost both their opening 2 games of his season.
Yeah,
which
get it right.
is not a good start to the Premier League season if you're wanting to stay up this season with Brentford. But on the other hand, Southampton, they're looking quite good at the moment. They drew 1-1 to Nottingham Forest. No, they lost the first. I lied. They lost to Nottingham Forest on the weekend thanks to a Morgan Gibbs-White goal. And on the game at number 1, they lost to Newcastle. So they are again not from naught. You would say this stage of the game. This is a 3-pointer. Whoever wins this has a chance. But I'm saying a boring draw of 0-0. And what are you saying?
1-1.
We're both going for draws. What will happen in this game? What will happen in the next game between Everton and Bournemouth? Now, another team who haven't had the best time of things so far in the Premier League again, Everton. They sit rock bottom of the Premier League table after being trumped 4-0. Yes, you've heard that right. 4-0 to Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday, and then losing to Brighton on opening day. They haven't scored a single goal yet of the Premier League season, and they need to find some form, otherwise they are going down. But I think there is still a long way left to go in this Premier League season. We're on game week 3. And on the other hand, Bournemouth, they are playing really good football at the moment. And I'm going to say in this game, Bournemouth got a draw against Hull. They should have won that game. Bournemouth fans, was it a hand or was it shoulder or was it arm? Comment, because I think it was arm personally. And then, yeah, so I'm going to say Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. More pain for Sean Dyche And what are you saying in this game?
Yeah, I'll just say 1-0.
1-0 Bournemouth. We're both going for Bournemouth wins. And we now move to Ipswich versus Fulham now. Ipswich, this is where Ipswich's season starts. First 2 games of the season, they had Man City and Liverpool, which being at the Premier League for 22 years is not a very good start to the season. Well,
No,
I mean, you had Man City and Liverpool. You have probably the 2 title favourites this season.
Yeah.
And they're playing against a Fulham team who look very good as well. They have lost both. They are another team that have got one. They're another team who lost again last week. And they lost both their 2 opening games against that another team down the bottom as well. A lot of teams are losing for 2 games, isn't there here? And Ipswich and then as well because they've lost both against as well. And I think it could be a close one. 1-0 to Ipswich, their first win in the Premier League, and their first goal scored last time was against Sammy Swodix against Man City. And what are you saying in this game?
2-1.
2-1 Ipswich as well. This is a crazy score on here now. And we now move to Leicester versus Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa, as we know, are a very good and capable team of performing at the highest level. And Leicester, as we know, aren't the good. They are what they are. They lost the opening game, and then they this weekend, and then they beat to their 3 points from 2 games, which is good. But I think Villa will have too much. I think Villa will be 2-0 win to Aston Villa in this game. And what are you saying in this one?
3-0.
She's saying 3-0 to Aston Villa, and now we move to Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. The Nuno is the Santo Derby now. Forest, as we know, beat Southampton last weekend by 1-0, and then they lost, and then they drew to Bournemouth on opening day. Wow, so they are doing well under Nuno. They got a good team. However, Wolves were involved in a 6-2 thriller against Chelsea. 6-2 thriller against Chelsea. And I'm going to say Nottingham Forest to win it 2-1. But it could go either way. And what are you saying in this game?
1-0.
1-0 to Forest. And we move West Ham versus Man City. As we know, are very good. They did beat Crystal Palace by 2-0, and they are playing Man City. They are playing Man City, who did put 4 past Ipswich. But I mean, it's Man City, it's West Ham. It could see West Ham have re-signed Ilkay Gundogan again from Barcelona, and I'm gonna say in this game, I could see this game being close. But I'm gonna say Man City pinch it 3-2. And what's ending in this game?
2-2.
2-2. Wow, another draw. And I'm gonna say, and now we move to Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur. 3 more games to go now. These are all now being played on Sunday. We now go, and Newcastle, as we know, are playing good football. Spurs are also playing good football. Spurs look very dangerous this season. And I'm going to say Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle 0. I think Spurs will have too much for the Magpies. And you saying
1-2.
2-1 Tottenham Hotspur.
Sorry,
we go to the
2-1.
penultimate game of game week number 3 is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Now, as we know, Chelsea were involved in that 6-2 thriller against Wolves. Chelsea scoring 6, unheard of. Blimey,
Yeah.
Chelsea. They never score 6 goals. They normally can see
That's
6.
crazy.
I know. And Noddy Madueke hat-trick, his first Chelsea hat-trick in the league, I think that is, I'm not sure. But Palace, as we know, aren't in a hole as well. And I'm saying Chelsea 3, Palace 0. They'll continue their form against Palace. And you back what's in?
4-0.
She's got another 4-0. Chelsea's gone 10 together. You mental? Blimey. And we now move to the last game of the weekend. And probably the biggest game of the weekend. Manchester Sheffield United versus Liverpool.
Oh. God.
The Battle of the Dutchman. Eric Ten Hag versus Anna Slot. Slot, a bit slight in German. No,
That
slot,
sounds weird.
No, it's slot in. It's slot in. It's slot in. No, in Dutch. So yeah.
Oh, right.
As we know, Liverpool are looking very strong. And United are also looking terrible, as we always do. And I'm gonna say we haven't got a hope in. We haven't got a hope in hell of winning this game. My head says we'll win. My heart says we'll lose. I mean, I'm stuck between two things. I'm gonna say a draw, but I'm gonna go 3-2 against Liverpool. I don't think we'll do it. And please be nice to me. What are you saying?
2-2.
She's gonna draw 2-2 against Liverpool United. That will bring game week number 3 to an end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you lot in which will be literally on Saturday, which is an FA Cup qualifying round between Amersham and Newman Athletic. Newman, I'm not sure how to say it, but I'm going with Josh. So smash like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. She will see you soon, maybe around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And we'll see you a lot later. Goodbye.
Bye.